Right, so I'm using a 2x6 pre-made closure that I've pinned down to my canvas head. Before making any unit, you want to plan how you are going to ventilate. When ventilating a closure, I start off laying the foundation by ventilating the perimeter of the closure first. Doing this gives me a guide on where I am going to lay down my knots. If you are new to ventilating, I would suggest practicing on a small piece of lace first. Now I'm just showing you a close-up of the ventilating styles I will be using to complete this closure. To start, I fold my braiding hair in half to create a loop. You don't want to hold the loop too tight because you want the hook on the end of the needle to grasp the strands with ease. So you are going to take your needle and poke it through underneath a lace hole. Now grasp a strand of hair from the loop onto your needle end. You should be able to pull the hair backwards and forwards under the lace like this. Now you are going to take your hair and loop it onto the end of the needle. Next, you want to twist the needle away from you, slowly pulling it through, creating a knot, still keeping that tension between the needle and the hair strand until it's fully pulled through. This technique is called a single knot. Unlike double knots, which are more stronger, these knots are less visible. As you can see, I've already started the process of ventilating the closure, but once you have finished ventilating the perimeter, you want to use a strand you ventilated from the edge as a guide and begin to ventilate in a diagonal direction. What I'm doing now is ventilating in every other hole in a diagonal line. You don't want to ventilate in every single hole or in a straight line because that's very unrealistic. Think about it. No one's hair grows in one straight line. Hair grows randomly in different directions. Some parts of the hair are more thinner or thicker than others. If the line you ventilated does not look like this when you stretch it towards you, or doesn't part with a clean cut line in the middle like this, you are not ventilating in the right direction or in the right holes. So now I have reached the front section of the closure. For this section, I will be changing the ventilating direction and technique. What I am doing now is ventilating in random holes using a ventilation technique called the single split knot. This technique is very similar to the single knot. However, the process of securing the single split knot in place is different. Now I'm going to show you how to do the single split knot, which is similar to the single knot. However, when you loop the hair onto the end of the needle and pull it slowly away from you, you only want to loop one strand of hair onto the needle. At the end, the strands of hair should be laying in opposite directions. I'm going to slow this part of the video so you can catch each step of this technique. So this is the end result of the closure. As you can see, I'm able to part the hair in different directions. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned some new tips and tricks. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe.